Cool, and we're back. And everyone, no, not everyone, but most people are eating. No, not even most. It's only Dilys and Nick. Damn. I wish I was eating. I'll eat after this. Okay. Anyway, the party. You come out of the trees. You come out of the woods. You see Tongod in the distance. It's a pretty day. Are you just galloping, rushing for it, or are you taking a moment?
I want to rush for it.
Cool. Zie Ling rushes off on Momohanhan.
Well, I'm going to follow because...
Yep, Freedom and Miracle.
They go.
Yeah, I guess we're all following.
I don't have a horse, so
Yeah,
I kind of have to stay in the carriage.
Yes, Zie Ling.
And I say, while I am rushing, I pull out a healing potion and...
Yep. And roll for it. Add it to your HP.
How much do I roll?
It doesn't say there. Sorry. So, for a healing potion, it is 2d4 plus 2. The party gallops towards Tongod. You pass the fields. It's a farming community. When you were first here ages ago, well, it's not even that long ago. What? 10 days, I think? Less than that? What has it been since you left it?
A lifetime.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's what will happen when the players are in a pandemic. Anyway, when you left, it was still mostly brown. There's a lot more green now. But, and I'll let everyone do this, roll me a perception check. You recognize there's at least one farm which is rice and some others which are mostly vegetables. Did anyone get above 14?
18.
Yes.
Cool.
19.
Sweet. Cool. Fantastic. So with the combined rolls of... I thought I knew what you rolled, Jess, and now I don't. 17?
They're coming across?
Yeah. With the combined rolls of Rain, Lee, and Balasar, as you're racing towards it, you remember that when you first entered Tongod, you saw people, you saw families, you saw people farming, you saw people in the fields. Deserted. There's no one there. You keep racing towards it. You keep racing towards what you have experienced to be the center of Tongod, the demon frog. You whiz through the streets. Still no one. It's odd. It feels like a ghost town. Even though there's a lot of nice flowers and a lot of like all the crops that you raced past, they look like they're almost ripe for picking. You don't see a soul. You get to the demon frog and you see at the steps is a ramp. And then you look back and you see almost every single building has a ramp.
Holy shit!
I think I'm gonna
No
cry.
people, but we have infrastructure now.
Yeah. a little too late.
Almost
trade?
every building
Trade?
is wheelchair accessible.
Fucking amazing.
Right now, Mr.
But where's Chester? Chester, these ramps are for you.
Who goes into the demon frog first?
Me.
Oh no.
Yeah, look at the
okay.
head first. When you go for the door, it's a handle, and you just pull it and walk through. Cool. Zie Ling walks up, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Decisively?
Decisively?
Decisively? Yeah.
Decidedly.
Decisively walks up, pulls on the handle, turns it, pulls the door open, and immediately the door looks like it explodes.
What the fuck?
Zie Ling, roll me a d12.
Shit's going down. I'm right behind Zie Ling. Do I get exploded?
Well, we'll see what happens with Zie Ling's roll.
For sure.
A 3? Okay. You take 3 damage, and you're thrown past the steps, and you fly back, and you flying back, you knock into Lee, and Lee flies on the steps as well. Lee takes 1 damage. It was bludgeoning damage, and you realize that the door had been booby-trapped.
Should have gone first.
Yikes. Yep.
You look inside, and you see a head pop up from behind the bar, very scared. Wait, who would that be? Who was third in line? Because both Zie Ling and Lee are on the ground. So Backbone's third in line. Backbone, roll me a perception check. The rest of you are just stunned at this development. Because it was
natural 20.
Natural 20. You immediately notice that it's just Shan Jyoti, and behind him, Q-On, the parents of Cleopatra. They were described as very, I think, brown hair, brown skin, really nondescript. They look they're very interesting people in that if you don't stare at them specifically, you might immediately forget what they look like.
So there are 3 people, Shan Jyoti and Cleo's parents.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Just Shan Jyoti and Q-On are Cleopatra's parents.
So what are their names again?
Just Shan Jyoti.
Yeah.
And Q-On.
Q-On, okay.
And they are looking out at the party, very scared from behind the bar.
Mm.
When they see you, Backbone, they look incredibly relieved. And you see them like standing there, holding a crossbow each, looking like they don't know how to use it.
Mm.
And Jashan Jyoti runs out and he goes to Backbone. He goes, "Oh, you're back. Good.
What happened?
So there was someone who returned from the militia, and he took most of the people to try and rescue. I think he said that there are 7 or 8 militia left, and they were hidden in the mine. Everyone roll me an insight check.
The mine?
15.
15? Cool. As long as one person got a 15, that's enough.
I get a 22.
18.
Amazing. So I'm going to say that that Backbone, Balasar, and Lee definitely knows this. You recall that there was something that you saw previously that looked like it was shacked up. A door had been nailed shut in the side of a hill, and there was a sign above it on the right-hand corner, I believe, that had a character within a character within a character that none of you could read. And you surmise it must have been a mine. You just don't know what kind of metal. Or something else, perhaps. And that must have been where the militia had been taken to. Jashan Jyoti and Q-On look at the rest of you, and they invite you in, and they say, they have been coming to take people. Things, monsters from the mines. At first, we didn't know that people were disappearing. But Kiana, Chester, Rita, even our daughter and her escorts, Tane, Tang Tang, and Pierre, they went in 2 waves to try and rescue the militia. But they seem to have been, they should have returned. We haven't heard from them, and people, the other farmers of Tongkon have disappeared. It's just us, as far as we can tell now. Help us. What do? We don't know how to fight. We've just been holding ourselves up in the Demon Frog. What hit Zie Ling and Lee was the last attempt, the last thing that Chester left to defend us. And then Q-On looks over at Rain and goes, "Oh, by the way, Chester has legs now."
Wait, what?
What the fuck?
And he
Kiana make him like some cool,
and
metal
Q-On
legs or
like
something?
nods and goes, "Yeah, with Tane and his metal leg, Tane taught Kiana how to make 2 legs for Chester. He's not very graceful, but he's so dangerous. And if they haven't come back, we don't dare go. But it's
Of
our
course.
daughter, so I don't know, maybe if all 9 of us go together." And then he very, very nervously cocks the shotgun, the crossbow, and then accidentally shoots it and goes, "Ah!"
No, it's okay, Johan Jyoti.
Oh no, sorry, that was Q-On, and it was a she. So yeah, behind.
Oh, Q-On, sorry.
Yeah, they. You know what? I'm gonna say they both did it. They both cocked their crossbow, and then they both like. I mean,
yeah, it's okay. We're here now. We'll go and find them and bring them back. I think the best thing for you guys to do is, I think, actually, we should all probably help them find a safe place to hole up while we go investigate.
Yep. Maybe we should go to the mine.
Yeah, let's go to the mine. Shit.
so okay. Thank you. We'll be guided by you, Monk Rain. But what should we do in the meantime?
Yeah, this is the thing that we should probably. So turning to the party for ideas. Let's brainstorm. What might be a safe place for these guys to? Wendy, oh my God, where is she? Wanda, and Reginald, where are they?
Oh, let me call them. I'll try to call them.
Give them a ring.
Give them a ring.
I hold the ruby up to my ear.
Who are they?
And I go, Wanda.
So hang on.
Wanda in the stone.
So Backbone was asking, who are these people?
Remind me.
Oh,
Backbone. Do you remember that old chick in the woods we met with the giant direwolf?
Oh yes, Wanda and Reginald.
Yeah. Dead elf
Cool.
wife or something. Yeah.
With a direwolf.
I know it's been ages. Yeah. I will a bit. Yeah.
Shouldn't we be? I'm worried about Cleo because
And both Jashan Jyoti and Q go, like, of course we're worried too, but we don't know what to do.
Yeah.
We're not fighters, and
It's okay. She was with her
Do you know
gods.
when
I'm sure she's safe wherever she is.
when was she taken? Do you know? John?
I mean, maybe 3 days ago. No, 2 days ago. 2 days ago, because you guys have been gone 9 days, I think. And let me see if the time's right on this. When Balasar, how many days ago did you last hear from Cleo? When she was testing out the spell, do you remember?
I feel like we were, in that other city with Mr. Flamboyant.
Tarsus?
Mr.
Yeah.
Yamamoto.
Yeah.
Yamamoto.
I feel it was there.
Come on,
I think.
Cool. So that would have been 4 or 5 days ago.
Mm.
Cool.
And I want to ask you, I don't know, Shanjoti, if they have a description of those people who grabbed the daughter.
And when you ask that, Backbone, that's when both Jashan Jyoti and Q-On both look really terrified. And they say, it's been different things every time. First, we saw gnolls. Then we saw what looks like rabid wolves. Didn't look like the wargs from before. And at one point we thought we saw a hobgoblin. There are different things in those mines. We're sure of it. And we're very, very scared. But we want to stay here, and if there's a chance that someone will survive and run back here. And then Jashan Jyoti looks at Q-On and goes, "Oh, of course." And he nods to Rain and Balasar, and he goes, "Follow me." He walks over to the booth, slams his fist down on the back of it, and that spare compartment comes out. And he says, "Kiana said that he had made something for you too." Now, Balasar, what was the other blade that you had wanted again called?
Oh man, I totally forgot because I thought I wasn't gonna get it. Yeah, it was. Oh yeah, I remember now. I think it was like something like a blue record. It's like Nightshade or something. It was like the name of like a deadly flower thing. But I mean, it's night and it's a dark blade. Nightshade.
Okay, so he pulls out a short sword. You had given me a very different name for what you.
Oh wait, what was the name?
I can't remember right now.
Damn.
But he pulls out. It's the cross between a long dagger and a short sword.
Right.
And it's completely black.
Yes.
It's made of obsidian, so it's made of stone. And he hands it to you, and he says, "This was made for you." And then he hands what looks to be a Spider-Man type contraction to and when you put it on, Rain, you feel the clockwork motion, the clicks happening around your knuckles as well. And whenever you make a fist and you palm attack, there's a hidden blade that shoots out.
Yes!
What are the stats?
Baby!
What are the stats for my
I'll send them to you.
Okay.
Dead. Kiana, I love you. If I ever see you again, I'll kiss you on the mouth for these.
I can't dual wield though. Oh man. At one point, maybe.
Yeah. So, hang on. Okay. So, add this to your inventory, and I think you had them under different names, but I'm giving you the stats for them.
Right.
And for hang on. What was I trying to think of? It's hard to multitask several things at the same time. So for you, Ankita, I've given you the stats for a dagger, but you can put it in under your weapons as a hidden blade. And it's a 1d4, but when you use it, you can double the damage because it has to be super close. You're essentially assassinating people with it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dope.
Actually, make it a 1d8 because
1d8?
Yeah.
1d8. Okay. Cool.
I sent you like the stats for 1d4, but you would probably only use it when you're using it against someone's throats. And for Balasar, it's a 1d6, but you had something else, like I forget what you called it, but just put it down as a short sword for now.
Yeah. Do I have like an attack bonus or something, or?
For you, it would be your dexterity modifier. Actually, for both of you, it would be your dexterity modifier. So that's what you plus to use it.
So it's +3 then?
That sounds right.
Yeah, okay.
And okay, so out of meta gaming, me as the DM, I'm telling you that since you make it back to the Demon Frog, after the session, you all level up.
Yay!
Whoa!
And from level 5 onwards, I'm going to say that you guys can start looking as to whether or not you want to take on feats, Feats, or, oh, sorry, not or, like that's something that you can choose to do, but you have to do your own research for it. And also, if you narratively from now on can justify within the story wanting to multi-class, you can talk to me about that, and I'll let you do that from now onwards. But you have to narratively choose. Yeah. So that means that Mustaq, if you narratively decided that Backbone was going to start learning instruments, you could become a bard cleric.
A bard, I see.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or if Zie Ling wanted to be a fighter, they could become a warlock fighter.
Could I be a bard rogue?
You could.
A roguish bard?
Yes, but you have to narratively justify it first. So whatever that means to you, that's what you have to pursue.
Can I? Because I chose a school for the bards, and so that means you can't choose like another school within the thing. You have to choose like a separate thing.
Can I be 2 types of monk in the same vein?
If you narratively look into it enough, I might let you do that, right?
So I could be like
if you want to be a rogue / bard, you'd have to find a way to pursue rogue training, whatever that means.
So I could multi within the bard of schools. I could choose 2 schools of barddom, even though I chose 1.
If you justify it, so you would have to go back at the links that I've sent you and figure out a way to narratively pursue training in both. And then maybe
I'm going to dual wield.
Yeah, sure. Like maybe you can figure that out. I think you can do that anyway if you figure out a way how to do it. But
I'm not sure if my school covers it.
It's okay. Sometimes it's all about research. D&D has a lot of reading. And like if out of the top of my head, I'm thinking that Lee always seemed to be the most interested in characters that could change into animals. So if Lee wanted to suddenly become like a druid paladin, not impossible. Just how would you pursue that in the narrative?
Yes.
Okay. And so that will happen after this session, and we'll figure out like all of the calls, because that's always been how we've done it. Anyway, carrying on with the narrative. Where were we? So Jashan Jyoti hands Balasar and Rain these 2 new weapons. And then he looks at you guys and goes, we just have these crossbows, and we haven't been fighting anything. We've just been barring the doors, resetting the trap that Jester left, and hiding in the upstairs bathroom. Have any of you ever watched what's that Will Smith movie?
Men in Black.
No, not that one.
Hitch.
I Am Legend.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's just him like hiding in the bathtub. So it's just these 2 adults, very scared, holding each other.
This is sad, guys. We need to find a safe place for them to chill out while we go rescue everyone.
Roll me an insight check, Rain.
No, for a monk, I don't have a lot of insight.
Maybe that's why you're a monk, because you're training to have insight.
Why was my rolls always so shit, man? I rolled a 4, and my insight modifier is actually +3. But
so it's 7.
Still shit.
Well, you think that if they say that things have been taking people, maybe nowhere in this town has been safe.
Okay, 2 options. We leave them here to die, or they come with us. Our third option is like figure out where's Wanda, and maybe she can defend them.
It's the
Can I
light.
give Wanda a call?
Yeah,
sure.
like
try. How do you try to call Wanda?
So I pick up the ruby and I'm like, Rain, you want to call Wanda, eh? Do you want to like see if she'll heal both of us? So I like put it in between us, and we're like, hello, Wanda.
Hello.
Are you?
Hello.
Can you hear us, Wanda? We really need you right now, Wanda. Wanda. Hello.
It's roll me an Arcana check. Oh man, that was.
Pick up your ruby, you old hag, and
Whoa.
I'm 14 minus 2, so 12.
12? Okay. It's weird because you feel it pulse in your hand. Both of you do, actually, because both your ears are against it, right? And then you hear feedback of your own voices coming back to you, like, Wanda, hello, pick up, Wanda. And that's all that
She
happens.
must be close by.
Do you know more stuff about Arcana, Rain?
Oh, who, me? Yeah, I'm old and wise, and I know things. Can I roll for it?
Sure, you can roll for it. Go for it. Roll an Arcana check, Rain. As Rain is rolling that, you see, like,
No.
you see, so it's probably at the front of the demon frog near the door, and you see in the distance, you see a head poke out from a distant, like, the side of a building, and it's the mustachioed, floral crowned face of the Flower King, who's your invisible friend, who you largely have ignored and haven't wanted to talk to. And he goes, oh, and you can hear his voice as if he's saying next to you. He's like, oh, it's almost like you don't know. Maybe you should have been nicer. Maybe I'll tell you. Maybe I won't. Oh. And then he hides.
What? I'm sorry, okay, I drop the ruby and I run after the Flower King and I'm like, I'm sorry, okay? I think you know what to do now.
Rain, what do you do?
Ed, where are you going? Who are you talking to?
That old fart.
What old fart? You're by yourself. You're talking to yourself. Damn it.
There's this mustachioed man with a flower crown who talks to me sometimes.
Well, I think you just need counseling, you know?
Yeah, I think they're not feeling too good.
You've dealt with too much trauma for a kid. I mean, just come back here. Just come back to your father.
Okay, I come back.
Wow.
Can we pat it on the head? Like, it's okay.
I'll do a little.
Yeah, I mean, if it allows you to.
Yeah. Is that okay?
I'm just like, whatever.
If we form like a line, just do it like in orderly fashion.
It?
Yeah, can we?
Or like, is it musketeer style?
I do that thing where you like try to pet, but I like duck under, so you're not really petting.
No, it's a game. Like we're all trying to pet the head.
Like whack-a-mole.
It keeps dodging.
Zie Ling, what are you doing in the demon frog by yourself in the corner? I'm guessing.
Can I search for some of that amazing blue drink?
What Jess wants to refer to as blue jizz, and then we all like
blue jizz
had a very hard time keeping straight faces. Yes, you can. Tomkan.
What is this?
Tomkan!
What is Tomkan?
Tomkan was the healing remedy house brew that the demon frog seemed to offer.
Cool.
Roll me
a few bottles of
investigation check. Zie Ling.
Sweet fizzy blue jizz.
Sorry, Rain, what did you say?
Oh, I just said, can we grab a few bottles of those?
The Tomkan?
Yeah.
If you can find it.
If Jayling, you find it.
Oh, it's a treasure hunt.
18.
18? Cool. Roll me a d6. Zie Ling. 3? Oh, you find 3 bottles. They imagine 3 Coke bottles full of it. And even though when you find them, there's dust in it and no one has touched it, they still seem to be swirling as if they've just been placed there, and the inertia is still going through it.
Ooh, pretty.
So you can put. Are you putting them in your inventory, Zie Ling? So put in your inventory Tom Khan, 3 bottles, and when you consume it, we'll see if it has healing properties, because when you remember, it doesn't always, it sometimes has healing properties.
Oh. Hey, so, about the whole parents thing.
Yeah, what does the party choose to do?
We got horses, we could let them ride off to somewhere safe, but that also seems
It's
kind of
nowhere
dangerous.
safe, I think.
We can put them in the bag of holding. I'm just kidding. Let's not do that.
Could we hide them in the basement?
Can we just make some more traps
Hide.
and like pick up a little more?
Yeah, fuck, man.
We just need to go and get these guys with all of our strength.
Yeah, but what if we go off and when we come back they're dead? That'll be a bit of a downer for Cleo.
We could take them with us. I just don't want to play bodyguard duty.
Yeah, that'd be annoying. That'd be really annoying.
Yeah.
And it'd be pretty lame to split up. So maybe we shouldn't do that.
Ooh.
I think
It's so much more fun that way, though.
I think they should come with us. At least to the
But
mine.
they'll slow us down, and they could die.
They can go on the wagon. Yeah, true. At least
That
we can
seems, I don't know. We're taking them to the bowels of the beast. So what were to say?
Yeah, I think that'd be safer here.
Is Kiana here? Or was he taken?
What else is there?
So Kiana was one of the other people that went to try and rescue the militia.
Right, fuck.
And so the way that Kiana and Joshua and Jyoti had said it was that Kiana, Chester, and Rita went first.
How did they survive? How did they not get captured?
They've been hiding, I guess.
Supplies that Kiana gave us, because I still have all of that in the bag of holding.
Yeah, we should unload all our crap.
We could hide that in the basement.
Yeah, let's definitely do that.
Does any of it look useful, DM?
I mean, a lot of it is mostly what did we say previously? It's mostly just things for the town. So a lot of it's to repair the town. It's things like
Groceries?
paint,
Like
food
fabric and... Yeah.
Oh, sorry, as in they sold food supplies. It's food that they wouldn't easily have gotten in Tongod. And even though there are a couple of farms that are animal farms, it's mostly like fruits and vegetables. So it's probably things here like cured meats, cloth repair things, tools, extra equipment for farming that they can't make here easily.
Chocolate?
Chocolate!
There's at least 1 bar of chocolate. I'm sorry, Dilys, you were
One between the town.
The whole time.
What did you say,
Someone must
Dilys?
have
Just now?
Oh, if there's no weapons or something, we can just pop them in the basement for when we come back.
Yep.
Yeah.
You remember that, who went with Kiana to his smithy? I know that it was definitely Balasar.
And Balasar, right?
So it's Balasar. Yeah.
There are 3 of us, yeah.
And was it Rain as well?
Yeah. So I remember it was like, I'm going, and then Rain was like, oh, I'm just going to crash in your parade. And then it was like, me too.
Yeah.
And so there probably will be weapons at his smithy as well.
Oh. Can we check out the smithy? See what he's got?
Yep.
Yeah.
We should check that out. What can we do? What can we do?
Let's give them some easy weapons to defend themselves.
Yeah, we could teach them how
What's
to
the
use
most-
the weapons they
What's
have
the most robust
properly.
building in the town? We'll just lock them in there.
Isn't it? It's a green from.
Roll me a perception check. Nick. Sorry, Balasar.
But I really want.
Oh man, trash. So all in all, that would be like a 3.
Probably the demon frog. Yes, Jelling.
So my wanderer ability
Mm-hmm.
it helps me have an excellent memory for maps and geography and terrain and settlement. Can I use that to see if I can figure out what the strongest building is?
Fine. But it can't be a case where like one person fails, the next person fails, and then all 6 of you just ask me the same question. Okay? Because otherwise it's just like at some point someone will just get it. And then okay, roll me a perception check at advantage, Zie
With different suggestions.
Yes, Lee.
So what I'm picturing in my head is like a montage of like some people dropping off gear, dropping off like groceries for the town and equipment and stuff. Some people getting weapons for the whole group, and then some people doing a real quick training sesh with the parent. And
Okay.
just
Sure, that's interesting.
my thing.
Yep.
3.
Zie Ling, what did you roll?
18.
18? Cool. It would probably be either the demon frog, or there's a very small building which serves as like the town hall / maybe like the town jail. You guys, I don't believe, have met the sheriff type person.
I reckon probably leave them here. And guess we could teach them how to use weapons and maybe set up some traps and then call it a day.
So what
do you
I'm going to
think?
say that what you can do if you want is that you can do Lee's plan, but then you have to figure out who's doing what.
Smithy.
Yeah. What was your plan again, Lee?
Yeah.
I'm gonna train these guys to protect themselves better,
That's one.
montage style.
What else happens in the montage?
I could distribute some of the stuff. Is that what you
Cool.
were saying?
That's 2.
Unload the wagon and like the bag of holding in the basement.
Yeah, I mean that's the same thing. Yeah.
So, yeah. Is that what we're
And
talking
then
about? Okay,
get the
cool.
weapons from Keanu's workshop.
So 3. So there are 3 things. There's 6 of you. Which 2 does what?
Oh, I have a trap. I can set it up.
Can we also set up traps and like reinforce the demon frog? So it's like
styles.
like board the windows and shit like that?
Okay, hang on. Yes, that's very likely. Sorry. What did you say? Because I thought I heard you say it like Gangnam Styles.
No, like Home Alone styles.
That makes a lot more sense. It's
Like
just
what?
not what I heard.
So that's 4 things.
Can we cast like a spell on the magic frog, the demon frog?
Do you have a spell that you
Like a protection spell? I don't know. Does anybody have? I don't.
I don't have anything that lasts longer than a minute.
I can
Yeah,
give them
mine will
my
only
wand.
last for like an hour, but it's not protection. It's more like camouflage.
Let's just set up
Invisibility.
traps. Let's make bombs.
Big
Guy
bombs.
with spells.
Let's make bombs. Like you need gunpowder, you need some
All right.
and some string or something.
I recommend
right?
whoever goes to the armory also makes the traps, because you'll find stuff in the armory to make traps with. Hopefully.
Okay, I got military know-how. I could maybe bullshit my way into this. Any of you other lads or gals or people of nondescript?
To the forge, the smithy, sorry, is that Rain and Balasar?
Fuck, I guess.
And it's same people.
It's like, the armory crew. Let's go. It'll be like living
I'm
old
not
times.
changing my mind to change my mind. I already made my
I
decision.
throw my arm around Balasar. You know what? I'm starting to not find you as annoying.
I put my arm around other side of Balasar and we go between us.
Oh,
It's
fucking
such a
noogie.
beautiful tableau. What are the other 3 doing?
I'm gonna train these motherfuckers.
Cool. Zie Ling and Backbone.
I thought I was. I'm taking some of the stuff that we got and distributing it or something.
Zie Ling, what do you want to do then?
I'm setting up a hunting trap.
Cool. Okay. So 3 of you doing one thing, and the rest of you is one person each doing one thing. Cool. Okay. Let's start with Zie Ling. You set one trap at the Demon Frog. Where do you set it?
That is the question.
Okay. While you think about that, let's move on to Backbone. Backbone, let's roll one strength check for you to slowly move all of the contents.
D20,
yeah? Yep, D20, add your strength modifier. So I
got a 17.
Cool.
Plus 9 strength.
I find it very funny that you've all left Backbone to do this.
I know, it's hilarious. He's like the only person doing it. Like,
he's
why?
the only responsible.
3 of you would go to the armory.
So I've got strength. I add a modifier, don't I? So 17 plus 1, 18.
18. Cool. That's great. I'm going to say that, hey, Mustaq, what does Backbone's physique look like again?
He's short. He's like 1.47 meters. No, he's 150 centimeters, 4 feet. He's 80 kilos.
What's his build?
Doesn't say. Lean build.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So, if I remember right, Channing Tatum's build between Magic Mike 1. No, sorry.
What?
Magic Mike 2.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just giving a description for our audience, right? The difference between Magic Mike 2 and I believe it was it Step Up, his first dance movie? And he was just lean and he didn't look muscular. Right. So for anyone who's imagining, it's this like purple skinned tiefling with horns who takes off his top, ties it around his waist, and then just like lugs stuff out of the wagon and down into the demon frog. And he keeps doing it over and over and over again. And it's a montage of just this purple male individual picking heavy things up and putting them down again. Like any workout video you watch on YouTube.
Same.
Congratulations, Backbone. You look very good while you do it.
Can he be like have beads of sweat and then like the sunlight glistening off his sweat?
Totally. Like the camera tracks like low, so he looks like even more.
It's that classic shot of him walking across the light.
Like if you've seen Australia, the movie,
it's all in slow-mo.
Yeah.
Where Hugh Jackman like tips that bucket over himself. It's one of those moments. And he's not even
we make it hyper realistic where like you know how there's that reaction that people have to sunlight sometimes where it makes them sneeze every now and then?
Sure. And
so we have this montage grounded in reality.
He's sneezing, but it's like sexy sneezing.
Does he get a bonus for this of any sort?
I mean, you guys all level up, so it's not even that hard for him this time. Okay. Zie Ling, what did you roll? Oh, no, sorry. What did you choose? That's what the question actually was.
Can I somehow like make it so that if someone opens the trap door, it'll like come down and
oh, sure. So you set it up on top and it falls down and chomps down. Yeah, sure. You rig up this thing so that people won't expect that if they open the trapdoor to the basement storeroom that the trap falls from the top and then probably like if they're not careful chomps them in the neck.
Have we considered friendlies coming across our traps?
Not yet.
We should. I mean, but the trap door, is that a good place to put the trap?
It's in the name.
Okay. It's got the village supplies, I guess, those are important.
And I don't know if they think they're hiding in there and they open it.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah. Nice.
Cool. So, Lee, you were training the other two, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. What stats do you think you should use?
What?
What stats do you think you should use to train them?
What do you mean?
Like, I'm going to make you roll for this to train
Oh, right.
these two individuals. Which stats do you want to use for it?
Oh, right. I guess I should go for would that be a performance? A persuasion? No, not quite a persuasion.
Let's go with performance.
That sounds about all right. Oh, I really tried, but I'm just not as good at communicating as I thought I was, and these guys are really scared, and I don't know how to deal with that emotionally, or as a leader. I think I just went a bit too hard on them, and maybe crushed their spirits a little bit.
Whoa.
I've got a 2 + 4. I've got a 6.
A 6?
Yeah.
What do you imagine them training that? What do you imagine training them in?
I imagine a montage, also in like a kind of
A lot of montages.
lit setting. Lighthearted, and they're like shooting arrows at trees. They have fake swords and they're trying to hit themselves with it. Oh no, I know. I'll teach them the basics of martial arts and self-defense combat.
Okay, sure. I mean,
and do long-range weapons.
You're not the expert in the group, but you definitely would know like the bare minimum to teach. Yeah, sure.
The minimum of just getting out of the way.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so I'm going to say that what happens is that you try to teach them way more than they can handle. They get better with the crossbows.
Mm.
They get better at evasion, but they're probably not going to kill anyone. They just don't have that fighter spirit that
I just need to live.
that you want them to have, and they're just like, I don't. You look at them, and there's one point where, like, Jashan Jyoti, this is all like within, I don't know, 3 hours, less than that probably, parrying each other's wooden swords, and then Jashan Jyoti accidentally hits Huang in the neck, and it would have been a great kill if it was like real swords, and you're like, yes, that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I want. And then you see the look on Jashan Jyoti's face, and he's just horrified. Not that he's wife, but that he might hit someone in the neck, and he's like, oh.
Hey, get the fuck over it, all right?
Oh my god!
All right? Just suck it up. Quit your teeth. Fuck.
Fuck!
And I got storm off.
Oh my god!
And both of them just look at each other, and they drop their swords, horrified.
Shit.
You can tell
we're gonna need a new
I'm going to
place.
the armory. I'm going to look for rain. I need a.
Okay, so the three of you who've walked over to Kiana's smithy, what are you hoping to find there?
Bombs.
Bombs? You're hoping to find bombs.
Yeah, well, I can light things up, so...
What makes you think that you're going to find bombs there, Balasar?
It's a forge full of weapons. I'm sure there's some gunpowder lying around. Maybe some string.
Yeah, alcohol can also be used to make those bottle bomb things, right?
Oh, flaming Molotov. Yeah.
Oh, that one was called.
Oh, the Russian one? Yeah.
Molotov.
Yeah,
It's what are you trying to find in there?
Yeah.
A couple more daggers. Anything
Okay.
that looks interesting.
Bear traps. And
Bear traps.
you know those ones that go like
That's exactly the type of trap that I think the Zie Ling has and has set up.
oh shit. Oh okay. Well, more
Okay.
of those.
They have the bombs then.
And bombs. Yeah.
Poison
bombs
arrows.
would be cool.
Arrows to poison.
Aren't you alchemists? Or have alchemist tools or whatever?
All
I
three
might
of
have
you,
poison.
roll me. You choose perception or investigation.
My investigation sucks, so I'm gonna roll for perception.
Sure. I'll leave
Do we
you
all
that.
roll?
Yeah, all three of you roll.
Right.
Man,
Oh, trash.
I got a unnat
5.
20.
Okay. Balasar, you do not find any bombs.
Ah,
In
trash.
fact, it's quite empty. What you do find is you find a pair of massive tongs and a massive hammer that he would be using to make metal work.
How big's the hammer?
You try to lift it up, it is painfully heavy. Like
Yeah, I
you
don't
might
think
be
I've-
able to use it, but you
I don't have
probably-
the strength for this. Nope.
and then you have a moment, Balasar, where you think, man, that Kiana guy's really muscular.
Yeah, he's a strong
Mhm.
dude. I want bombs.
No bombs.
Okay.
Rain, you find 5 bear traps, all different
Oh!
sizes, and you think, actually, maybe some of them aren't used for bears. But they're all kind of claw traps that you're looking for.
Okay. I was also looking for bomb stuff, but I guess there's none.
No bombs. What did you roll?
7.
7. You find 5 unfinished daggers.
Cool.
So they're just like the blade, no handle.
I'll leave then.
And then you look around and you think, man, it's actually really empty in here. And it's because you guys transported all the things that he had made to Tarsus. He had finished like a huge order and there's very little there. Do you take the unfinished blades and the... Cool.
No, but I do want to roll. I want to see if there's poison in my herbalism kit.
Sure, just roll me a nature check.
$14.
14. I said nature check, right?
Yep.
Okay. I will say that you don't have poison yet, but with the things in it, you can make something that could work as poison. Just like you have stuff in it that could possibly be helpful, maybe not to heal, but to stop bleeding, or like use as a tourniquet.
Yeah.
Or the equivalent of vitamin C and stop a cold. What do you choose to do, party?
Should we reassess?
You can definitely reassess the whole party. End of montage, the party regathers at the Demon Frog.
Alright.
Jashan, Jyoti. Okay, I'm going to say that you all reconvene as Jashan, Jyoti, and Huang kind of like hand their wooden swords back to Lee, and Lee looks insanely disappointed.
And I just kind of give eyes to Rain and I go, like, with my mouth silently.
What are you doing?
I'm like,
What do you
mouth
do?
silently. I need to talk to you later.
Okay.
Might have
Okay. Do you want to talk now? Like, we're mouthing this.
Yeah, like they
Okay.
don't notice, but for the rest of the party, it's really obvious that they're talking about them.
Yeah.
Just really quietly. It's like, not suspect at all. So, yeah, I might have accidentally traumatized Claire's parents. Trying to make them stronger, but it was just a bit too much and they're a bit frazzled at the moment, so...
Like, did you yell at them? Did you just tell them to harden up or something? Fuck.
I can be charming with certain types of people, but these aren't my people.
Yeah, these guys are simps. They're gonna die if they leave them here. What should we do?
This is where I need your advice. Like, we need to give them some sort of pep talk to, like, make it all right. Like, look at their eyes.
Man, like...
Can Balasar inspire them?
we, like, look at them.
Can the bard inspire them?
Does Balasar want to try to inspire them?
Oh, that only lasts for like one roll, and I don't know when they're going to be using this.
Yeah.
Should
No,
we
I mean, it's
wait?
like emotional, like pat on the shoulder.
Should we, Lee? Should we ask them what they want to do? If they want to come with us or stay here?
That makes sense.
Let them choose what they want to do. Wow.
I mean, it's life or death either way. There's no way of knowing.
I never thought
Better
about
if we let them.
just make their own decisions.
Yeah,
And
like
make mine all
people.
the time.
I don't know. They seem a bit dim in the.
I want to
in the
go
head,
on an
but
adventure.
I know. That's the thing. If they come with us, it'll be like really annoying.
Right, let's ask them in a really open way.
Should we?
Want
Okay.
and not bias them towards anything.
Okay.
Right, you do the talking. I'm not going to talk to them anymore.
Yeah, probably for the best. Joshan, Jyoti, and Kyoan.
And they both like turn to you, kind of relieved that that Lee's not talking to them, and like they don't bow, but they lean over and like, yes, can we help with anything? What can we do to make things better?
They're so pure. This is like, okay. So we've been talking, and
Oh yes.
we're just worried from what you've told us that the town is possibly an unsafe place for you to stay. And we can do our best to set up the demon frog as a defense fort with the traps that we've found and leave you with the supplies you need to survive here for a few days. But there's still the risk that those monsters could come and attack you.
Yes.
Still.
Yes,
So-
there is.
You can stay here while we go and find Cleopatra and the others and bring them back. Or the other option is for you to come with us and we can do our best to defend you. But there is the risk, as always, when you go on an expedition like this, that we will probably be attacked by monsters. So, yeah, basically what I'm saying, it's, picking from two evils, as I like to say, and I think you're adults, so you can see what's the best for you personally.
They both look
you
at
like
each other, and then they look back at Rain, and there is a lot of fear and a lot of doubts. Before they answer, I just want to check, what is Backbone doing in this moment?
He's just putting on his shirt again, looking for a drink. He's a bit tired.
Can I?
Yeah, I forgot that he's had this whole
Backbone.
this whole montage to him where he's just working out by himself.
But the slow-mo's still running.
Yeah, like he's in slow mo. Everyone else
I
is
can do
moving
the
normal speed around
diet
him.
thing, yeah.
Okay, they both look at Rain, and then they both look at Backbone, who's putting on his clothes. And then they look back at Rain, and they go, I want to protect my daughter. I want to protect her too. I don't know. I'm not good at fighting, but maybe we could come along and help somehow. Maybe we could stay in the back and carry your things. Maybe we could. I don't know what the best thing to do is, but I want to help save Cleo.
And can I just turn and look at Lee? Like,
Yep. Yes, you can.
Yeah, I mean, look, you've gotten pretty good at the crossbow in the last, 2.5 hours.
and I can teach you some martial arts.
Yeah,
It'll be great. It'll be fun. You know what? You two need an adventure. And you know what? There's nothing like a bit of danger to spice up things in the bedroom, if you know what I mean. Is this inappropriate? Oh my God, I'm just saying a lot of things right now.
And they both look at you.
That'll be great.
Why would you want to spice up the bedroom? That sounds very unhygienic.
Oh dear.
Oh God.
Y'all are babysitting. I'm going on this adventure.
And Huang goes like,
Balasar, we are unfortunately some kind of unit now. So we're all babysitting together.
and Huang goes like, are you talking like aniseed, or like, are you talking like cumin powder, or are you talking...
Okay, let's go, Backbone. Let's go. Let's do this.
More like,
That's what I say to these people, man.
turmeric and,
Like,
and Kashmiri.
Time's a wasting.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I'm with Balasar for once.
Cool.
Well,
So
we got their
Balasar and Zie Ling
consent.
stomp off.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I come along.
I
Oh, fuck. Should we
poisoned
rest
my
before
2
we go?
daggers.
Like,
You give them each a dagger?
I poisoned both of my daggers and I
Oh.
give them each a dagger.
Oh, wow, cool.
oh,
Okay,
that's nice.
Hey.
that's great.
And I tell them, if anyone gets close, just stab them with this and you might die, but they will too.
They look at it, terrified of it. Like, this child spoke to our daughter, and our daughter seemed to like them. But this child is terrifying.
Don't worry, we'll protect you. You know, last
Dagger,
resort. Like,
dagger.
don't cut yourself with it, okay?
And they both look at Rain, terrified, and like, oh, okay. Very carefully, like, put it away.
And I just like pat them on the back, both of them. Okay, get your things. Let's go.
Okay, so sorry, Zie Ling, do you have a question? Okay, so I guess let's figure out what you want to do now. Do you want to load up at the wagon and the horses that you have left and go to the mines, or do you want to leave the horses here because you probably won't be able to take the horses into the mine?
I'm going by foot.
Foot?
Well, me. I
Yep.
don't have a horse, so.
Sure.
Me too.
Probably. Oh, that's sad.
But there are no more
where do we leave
horses
the
around.
And who's gonna look after them?
Oh, who's going on foot? Are we all going on foot?
That's what we're asking. Sorry, Lee, what did you say?
Are there any horses around that we
You
could?
could go check the stables.
I'm gonna go check the stables and also maybe look for some rations at the same time,
At the stables?
or wherever rations would be.
The basement.
I mean, with Lee and Zie Ling, you don't need to look for rations.
It's true.
You can always find food, even if it's not the kind of food you're necessarily wanting to find.
You mentioned there were crops on the way. You just pick up a cabbage or something.
Fucking cabbages. Why cabbages?
No one's there to eat them, so.
Be back soon. BRB.
Okay, and what are you
Why
looking
take
for
the-
again, Lee? You're looking for
I'm looking for
horses and...
enough for everyone in the party and the two. Maybe they can shoot a horse. I don't know.
Roll me a investigation check. Interestingly, that was like the most silent this whole group has been while Lee rolls for that investigation. What did you roll?
16.
16?
Mm.
You find the stables are empty. You find a foal. It's very young. The only person that might be able to ride it is it. And possibly even it might be too much for the foal.
Nah, leave it be. I just do a quick scavenge to see if there's any food around, and I just bring it to the foal and then leave.
You find a lot of carrots, apples, and oats in the back of the stables.
Nice. I grab all those and put it in a little pile, and then I just give it a quick pet. And maybe I just like sit down for like, I don't know, a minute or so, and just like look into its eyes. Give it a quick pet.
Desperately trying to have a moment with this horse, like
I'm trying
like
to
Rain
exploring
did.
into this. I've never tried it. I'm just. Well, let's start with
Roll animal handling.
it. 12 plus 2.
14.
14.
It's both very scared, and because you're a stranger, and also like seems very heartened by the fact that you're bringing all this food to it. So it, like, you think that if you had, a day, it would warm to you completely, but you probably don't have a day.
All right, we might meet again in the future. We'll see.
In a very interesting moment, before you go, it touches its nose to yours.
Oh. I think this is what they call, what are they called? Warm temperatured fuzzies. Ah. A little stirring of my cold heart.
I did not expect that moment. Okay. So, yes, Jelling.
Can I talk to Momo Han Han and see what he wants to do?
Yes. What do you ask?
I'll be like, hey, bro.
And it goes like, yes, friend.
We're about to wait. Has he been listening this whole time?
I do not really understand what they are saying.
Okay. Oh, true. Okay.
But it sounds very important.
We are going on this journey to go save the people of the town.
Why? They are just people.
I don't know either, but I'm stuck with this group and I just have to do it.
I pity you.
Thank you. So I wanted to give you the option of coming with me, or if you wanted to stay here in the stable. What would you like to do?
I would like to be a free horse.
Do you want me to let you go?
Yes.
Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm glad I asked you.
Me too.
You may roam free. I will miss you. Thank you for everything.
Thank you, friend Zie Ling. You have been a good friend to Momo Han.
Good. I give him some, if I have something to give him, food.
Where's he going to put it in his pockets?
Oh, that's true. Never mind.
I mean, he eats whatever you offer him and then asks you to remove. I don't remember if you were riding bareback or if you had a saddle on him, but he asks you to remove anything that's on him. Okay. And then he runs off into the wild. Doesn't look back. And just before you can't hear his galloping anymore, you hear what sounds like, "Yeah, I'm free."
Cool.
All right, I'm back.
Cool. Okay. I'm going to say that...
Oh, wait. Is no one going to be like, where the fuck is your horse going, Zie Ling?
We need to catch it.
Yeah, what? Just...
It's getting away.
So technically, I just set my horse free too. I just didn't do it on purpose.
Maybe they'll find each other and probably die. How are they gonna...
That's what he wants. I let him go.
Oh, I forgot you could talk to animals. Oh, right. Animal rights or something. Well, fair enough.
Adi, get ready to venture out into the Singh forest once again.
Wait. What about the other horses?
Who has horses?
Freedom Miracle and Dolores.
Freedom and Miracle, right?
Yeah. And Dolores, my horse. Zie Ling, why don't you ask them what they want?
I feel like as we speak, people are dying.
Yeah. Okay,
We have to hurry.
Let's leave them in the stable with food and water, and let's go.
Cool. They whinny a bit confusedly, but they don't need to understand anything because they're horses. Aside from Momo Han, who seem to get a full explanation from Zie Ling. The party gathers their things. Balasar and Rain have new weapons. At the end, before everyone walks off towards the mine, Jashanjoti and Q-An approach Backbone. And they go, Cleric, Backbone, you're a member of the cloth. Would you mind saying a prayer, even though we know our daughter is an oracle to a different deity? Would you mind saying a prayer so that we might survive this and we might see our daughter again?
Of course. If that is what you want. Yeah.
Please take it away, sir. Are you going to say anything?
Yes, I am. Just hang on. The name of all the gods that we adhere to and pray. May they all protect us in our journey ahead. And may they all cover us with the protection that they potentially have in themselves. We hope that we can undertake this mission and save your daughter and all the rest.
Both of them go, thank you. And then they cock the crossbows, hang them by the side, pull out the dagger, put them into their belts. They look terrified, but they look like they will join you in battle. And the 9 of you walk off.
Slow motion,
not looking back at the demon frog. At that moment, while that's all going on, Rain, you feel a sense of purpose, and you feel like your outfit somehow, just with that prayer, seems lighter. It seems like the R on your mask seems redder somehow. How did that work? Lee, your shield glows, it gleams. That's unexpected. It's been dusty. But you feel, even though you've had a frustrating day, you look at them, you look at these 2 individuals that you've trained, and you thought that you broke their spirit, and you think they might survive. That's better than what you thought before. You see the Flower King kind of like he wasn't there before, and then he just kind of like bows, he bends down into your field of vision, and he goes, man, I like that guy. And then disappears. And that's where we'll end, with the party of 9 walking towards the mine in the Singh forest. That was great. That was a beautiful ending. I did not expect that.
Yeah, so cute.
We will do a quick bow out. So let's go with Ankita Singh.
I was playing Rain, the Asmir monk.
Jess Hong.
Jess Hong, yeah. I was playing the one and only Lee Dragonblood, the Drow Elf Paladin.
Mustaq, Missouri.
I was playing Batman, the Tiefling Cleric.
Nicholas Contreras.
I was playing Balasar the Handsome. That was me.
Okay.
Is that all you're going to say?
Who? Huh?
Yep, cool. Okay.
No, wait, what?
Jen Huang.
I was playing Zie Ling, the Earth Genasi Warlock.
And Dilys Fong.
I play the kid with the lizard tattoo.
I've been Benjamin Tay, your dispersion measure for the day. And if you haven't heard this from your friends and family today, have you eaten yet? Thank you for watching or listening to Dumplings and Dragons, and we'll see you next time. Peace out.